Hey guys, okay, my name is Yim, and I want to talk to you about my bike that I got off of Amazon. There's been a big controversy as far as this bike goes, as far as the price, as far as the features, as far as the pros and the cons. But I want to give you the final review for this bike because a lot of these people that were buying it, they didn't really know what they were talking about. A lot of people that were buying it knew what they were talking about, but there was very little of those, just like in all aspects of life. First of all, I want you to check out where I'm standing. Look at this view. Oh my God. Okay, so here we have this bike. It's the GMC Denali, and I bought it off the Amazon. I paid about $160 for it. Now, I wanted a bike. I wanted a road bike. I didn't want a mountain bike. I didn't want like a race bike because I'm not race ready. Check out my extra fat. Believe me. But that's why I got this thing. I didn't want to spend too much money. I'm not a rich person. But I got this bike, and I think under 180 it's a phenomenal bike. I don't really know what's the next tier of pricing, but under 180 it's a phenomenal bike. It will tell you the pros and cons, even though I'm biased for it already, but I'll tell you exactly where I had problems. So first, let's start off with the bike itself. It looks great. I've got a lot of compliments on it. Okay, the position of the brake lever, people say it can get a little awkward. Yes, it can. The answer is yes. However, you put a couple miles into this bike, and I'm telling you, that won't be an issue. But you have to stay focused. You have to stay dedicated, and just put in the first 10 miles. You will be fine. Okay, on to the other things. They gave me the water bottle holder. Didn't hold like the cheap Kirkland bottles from Costco. It holds the Gatorade, the vitamin water is just fine. No need for this. In the rear, you have 7 gears. I bought this extra thing I got on Amazon, 16 bucks. Shimano Shifters, from what I hear, very good company. I also put in the computer here, it tells me the speed. These aren't quick to release, but they're long. I guess you would say they're long to release because it'll take a guy a while to unscrew these. You need a wrench on both sides to put it together. So that's tool number one. You need an adjustable wrench, one that goes like this. You know, and that's the only real thing you need them for, is just to adjust the wheels. I had this flashlight. I took it from one of my dad's jobs. One second, let this helicopter pass. Noisy. The brakes, you will need to get them adjusted. Don't wait, because adjusted. I give these brakes, honestly, a 7 out of 10. My mountain bike stopped on a dime. I give that a 9 out of 10. And these, I'll say, take you a little longer, but big deal. Anyways, I got the seat, another 16 bucks off of Amazon. Has a little air hole for your nest egg. And I'm telling you, go number one, take it to the shop. Just get it adjusted. I paid $10 to get my brakes tightened, which is exactly what this bike needed, and he tightened up my derailleur, my front one. However, the rear one I did myself, and the front one I ended up redoing. I saw a couple videos on YouTube, and it's, next time I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm not gonna lose $10 to go get, Now, a lot of controversy here. I think it's fine, but then again, I haven't been using anything else really as far as my biking experience. I only had a couple of bikes, like 2 or 3, and this little computer here. Let me show you what I'm talking about as far as the numbers, if you want to see them. Everybody likes numbers, right? It's 241. So my maximum. Oops, sorry. Let me go back to that. Okay, so my total distance for this was 270 miles. My top speed was 24.1 miles. My average speed is about 9. I live in a hilly area, and I've spent about 3 hours on this bike since I got this little speedometer thing. However, I do want to talk to you about these Shimano toe clips. I paid $10 for them, free shipping on eBay. And no, it's not an auction, it was a buy it now, so I'm sure you can find them again. In a very hilly area. In my area, there's a lot of hills, so you end up going quite fast in some places and quite slow. If you put these things on, I'm telling you, going uphill, you put this bike in gears 1 and gears 1, if you put these things on, you'll immediately notice how much easier it is to pedal. Going downhill, my original without these clips was, I think I saw the number, it was like 20. It almost hit like 20.5, so 20 and a half. I put these things on the very next day. My top speed was 24. These things add a lot of power. So far the tires have been good to me. No complaints. you know, people say the questions with tires. I can't really say anything. Haven't seen too many. I mean, my real wheels were pretty true when I got them, you know. So the shop didn't even have to do anything for them. But listen, if this is gonna be your first bike, if this is it's your first road bike, which you could like really take on the asphalt, really get up to speed in the corners. If this is gonna be your first bike, I really recommend you get this one. Okay, I took a medium frame and I think it fits me phenomenally. I am 5'10" or 9.5, or maybe 5'11". I think, yo, chicks dig a tall dude. I'm not that tall. Anyways, but that's what I'm trying to get in shape, you know. But you got this. So this bike, you know, the only real complaint I had with it, which was I have to say it's the mounting bar. You need a 6mm Allen key wrench. The first time I didn't secure it all too nicely, you know. So just make sure you just secure everything. You don't lose control or anything, but it's just like if I hit a tree or something, it would be pretty bent the other way. It comes out completely, so you do is just tighten it up. Not a big deal. But I'm just saying, stay safe. And you know, the good thing is, these as far as the bracket goes, I think this thing isn't really that convenient. It's much better in theory than it is here. This bike does have the hole, so I just I took a little longer screw than what came with this. One more thing. This kickstand. Okay. Very cheap rubber thing at the bottom. Already came off, as you can see. You know. But then again, I mean, listen, it's fine. I mean, you're probably just gonna scrape the floor. The weight of this bike, first of all, if you can't raise this bike up with one hand, I think, and that's about 30 pounds, and I'm not that strong. Do some push-ups, do some chin-ups, and get motivated. That's all I'm trying to say. More importantly, just get this bike. You won't regret it. You probably regret this thing like I do now. Whatever. And I guess, oh, by the way, I spent $10 on this little cable here, and does me nice. Does me nice. Again, I'm 5'10". I think this bike fits me wonderfully. The seat I upgraded with a different seat. Although to be honest, I haven't tested the first one. I think that one would have been just fine, to be honest, because this one isn't that big of a deal. It just has the hole in it, you know, which I can appreciate of all people. And that's it. What else can I tell you? I can't. So you tell me, what do you think? And if you have any questions, I'll keep you posted.